I'm Nick Davenport. I'm the founder and CEO of Lanaco. Yeah, Lanaco is a company founded about 10 years ago, and the whole idea was to create high-value products from New Zealand wool. I already had another business manufacturing products from synthetic polymers. I felt that that wasn't really a good legacy to leave the world, and I had serendipitously met some people out of the wool industry and introduced me to the fibre, and when as an engineer I researched it, found that it had all of these functions which from my perspective were untapped. Lanaco is, as you may or may not know, Lana is Latin for wool. So Lanaco creates materials from wool and we focus on air filtration. That's one thing that we discovered in our science program that it just does exceptionally well. And that's the reason why I'm sitting here 10 years on from this idea, still driving the science behind what makes this work so well as an air filter. It's a natural product and it naturally cleans the air. Synthetic materials are what the world uses currently. It uses millions and millions of tons of synthetic fibres to create filters. And what we're doing is creating a natural substitute for that product so that we're actually not creating some of those global environmental issues. The purpose is to replace those synthetic fibres with a natural product which is naturally sustainable, renewable and biodegradable. One thing we've found, it hasn't been simple. There's a huge amount of science that goes into this. You don't normally associate a sheep with an air filter. And it's that provenance, it's that source of the fibre that really drives the natural side of the story, and then it's the science inside the fibre that drives the performance that really makes a difference. When we first looked at it, we were looking at what's called the electrostatic properties of wool in a filter. That is, its ability to direct particles out of the air like a dust magnet. That's the first and foremost one, but the more we dug, the more we found. And so there are attributes in a wool fibre which it would take several different types of synthetic fibre to achieve, but wool can do it all in one. Benefit to the country was one of the original founding concepts of what we're trying to do with the company. One is to provide a product that works and improves people's health. Two, something that can be built at scale, that's at large volume. And if you can then link it to health, you can create higher value. And if you can link it to scale, you can create high volume. I see that New Zealand has a natural economic comparative advantage to produce wool. We've got this incredible infrastructure, skills, people, land, and attitude at creating good products. So I think it's really got a home here for the long term. One of the hopes was that we could sort of be on Earth and everywhere, and the product has already been into space around the moon. So that was pretty cool, a hard act to follow. But the thought that if every human being on the earth can benefit in the air that they breathed through using the technology from New Zealand wool, wouldn't that be great? And that drives us.